Hello everybody and get some bones in the chat for another Tommy Meets. And this Tommy Meets is gonna be a bit special. We have a guest that is not really a streamer. I don't know if he streams. If he does, he doesn't stream for public. But Simon Bailey, the head admin of Golf Clash Elite, welcome, sir.
Thank you, Tommy. Nice to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, glad to have you here. And please, for those of you in chat, let us know if you can hear Simon, if you can hear me properly, so we're not gonna have any issues. And before, I'm start grilling, not really grilling, but I'm gonna start throwing some questions over to Simon, some quick ground rules. The chat is going wild, absolutely love that. Thank you all for being here. Make sure that you post the questions that you think that I should bring over to Simon. I can't promise that I will ask him those, but I will definitely bundle in if there is a question that feels suit the discussion that we have ongoing. Simon, how do you feel about this type of thing that we're gonna do today?
It's a new experience for me, so maybe it's a question you should ask me at the end rather than the beginning.
I will do that, obviously, and my goal is to, in somewhat, talk about some of the things around, who you are and about how it is to run a group. You told me earlier, that you would rather run the group yourself and not have mods, because it would be.
Yeah, I think you're making that up. In fairness, the other admins and the mods are a very, very, very important part of the group. It's certainly not something I would want to do on my.
No, but you know me. We're gonna goof around. We're gonna have a good time, and that's definitely something we're gonna have. And for you guys in chat, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button on top of the stream. And make sure you go to patreon.com/golfclashtommy for the text guides, which are out. Also, golfclashtommy.com for more Golf Clash related content. Last but not least, Team Tommy streamers, link to everyone in the description down below. We are announcing 3 new streamers to join our streaming community, which is Ben Kennedy, ! Ben, Matthew Fink, ! Matthew with 2 T, Hew. Yeah, you're gonna see it in the description down below. And last but not least, we do have Lassie, Golf Clash / Lassie. And then you will get to their channel. Please subscribe to them, help them out to grow their channel. That obviously goes for the other streamers as well. And to also say, Matthew Warren, that had ! Matthew with only 1 T, has changed command to ! Erelic, so use that instead. So it's always like this intro that I'm talking like 2,000 words and I'm almost out of breath. And all sweaty and stuff. I don't know, it's weird. But Simon, everyone is wondering, or at least I do, like, who are you? If you could explain yourself.
Well, just to start off, Pedro, John, yes, I can see the chat. So they're typing in saying, can I see the chat? And they're saying, hope I can't, but I've got it going next to my tablet, so I can see the chat. Who am I? What am I? I'm just a bloke who got drawn into this game. I do sales. I'm an analytical chemist by background, and have been doing sales for equipment for nearly 20 years. So nothing particularly exciting. Expensive, big pieces of kit. So not really going out trying to sell that at the moment. Obviously, nobody can go out, but still, I work from home a lot, so plenty of stuff I can do at home.
Yes.
Regarding who I am in this game, I started playing July, August 2017. Is that right? Yeah. And it was just one of these games that I sort of picked up on my phone, had a look, I thought, oh, that looks all right. And I started playing and played a bit of finger golf and got quite into it. And then I think I got to the one of the shootouts that was on T5 at the time, and it was the ones that go up and round. And I looked at that and I went, What am I supposed to do with that? And I googled and found you, Tommy.
Oh my god.
Uh, and yeah, and it was like, oh, okay, I can do that. And then I obviously found Golf Clash Elite through that, and joined Elite and sort of found the group to help me get better at my game. And then you asked me to become a mod in December 2017.
It kind of honestly like it feels like ages ago, but it's not really even 3 years ago. But I actually forgot that that you were a mod in my team for a while, So it's interesting though. I'm not in elite anymore. If anyone is asking, yeah, I'm there, but I'm not. I'm not a mod or anything. But you say you work from home, Simon. With the things that you do, or like mostly, like aren't you as affected by this Corona stuff, or how is this affecting UK at the moment, if I may ask?
It's horrific. The pubs are shut.
Okay, yeah.
No, I mean it's worldwide. It's terrible. People need to take it seriously and do what their governments are telling them to do. Stay at home. If you're told to stay at home, stay at home.
Except if you live in Sweden, then you're recommended to stay at home. But yeah.
But I'd take the recommendation. I mean, at the end of the day, the UK is behind. Sweden might be behind. Some countries are in front. Some countries are behind. But we see Italy, we see Spain. Every government is making slightly different decisions. Nobody knows where it's going to go. The UK is on lockdown effectively at the moment. We're basically allowed to go out for one lot of exercise. Not really my bag. But maybe walking the dog
Yeah.
is about as much as I'm going to be doing. But I should be out more seeing customers. But that's just not happening. So it's all done via WebExes and emails and phone calls and stuff like that. I mean, it's going to give me some time for a lots of things that we keep saying in the team. Oh, we should have this, we should have that. We never have the time to do. Hopefully, this will actually give us the time to do some of these things that we've never found the time to do before. But yeah, it's not ideal. It's not great. And everybody's suffering, whether it be directly from having the virus, or knowing people that have had the virus, or from the impact it has on our day-to-day life.
It's insane, people losing jobs and stuff like that as well, which is a big thing here in Sweden at the moment. But I like to say, like all the prayers out to everyone affected about it. And as Simon says, follow the government's recommendations or rules and stuff like that, whatever they say. So hopefully this is gonna turn around soon, I would say. But that with this crap of a virus, like I need to be completely honest with you now. I thought you either your work was on the pub, or you lived at the pub. Like it was kind of like on those two things. So you need to explain that. How come? Not how come, but like what do you do at the pub? And
I've always liked a pint. So I have mates that go down the pub. A couple of nights a week, we'd have a quiz night. I go and do that and enjoy that. Won quite a bit of free beer with me and my teammates over the time. Obviously, the pub's shut. The pub quiz has stopped, but he's actually going to be doing it tonight at 9 o'clock UK time, and he did it on Sunday. He's doing it over Facebook Live. So no prizes, just for fun, but just to keep that bit of human contact going between people who go out and know one another and do the pub quizzes, week in, week out. So that's a nice thing to be able to do and still have that contact with people over Facebook Live and have a bit of a quiz a couple of times a week.
Interesting. Yeah, and obviously, for those of you in chat, obviously you often drink when you are on the pub. Even I know that, but like me, I've talked to Simon a ton, and I thought he was working at the pub. Like it was like, okay, but that's good for me to know at least. Now you know it as well, and you know to just stick it in there. You know, this is not a stream where we're gonna play anything, so have that in mind. This is an old Tour 12 video rolling on the screen. And then obviously with our faces on the left hand side. And we're going to continue, you know, I'm going to continue our Simon questions. We're going to play the true or false. We're going to play the 5 quickies in the end as well. So hopefully you stay tuned because I would like you to attend the true or false. But Simon, you know, what you do for a living, you already answered. But like, as you seem to be a guy that, not you know, you maybe not are going to the gym, but you maybe like sports. So, like, it's what do you have any favorite sport or anything that you follow like that? Okay.
Not really. I'm not a. I'm not a. We have all the Sky channels in our house,
Yeah.
apart from the sports channels.
Yeah. So I was like, my research wasn't good then. Like, okay. So.
What think I like, Tommy?
It seems like that there is some way of interest for cricket in UK, or it must be just because I've talked to Ian about it a lot and try to understand what type of sport that is.
Yeah, I mean, cricket is obviously, you know, some countries love it, and some countries have no idea what it is. I'm aware of the game, but it's not something I ever really got into. I mean, I think it confuses our friends over the pond, a game that can take on 5 days and end in a draw. It really doesn't equate in America. It doesn't make sense. But that's the way it is. But no, it's never really been a sport. I'm just not into football, cricket, a bit of rugby every now and then. I used to play a little bit of rugby at school, but that's all for me for sport.
Isn't that unusual for living in UK, like where people like are breathing football? Or it might just be me, my understanding of not obviously living in UK, like in Sweden for like, but I don't know. Screw that.
No, it's
really matter.
quite usual. All my mates that I do like the pub quiz and all that with, they all follow football and have a team and all that. I never claimed to be normal.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then we Fensel, thank you so much for the $2, buddy. Do you like corn? Is that some I don't know, is that some inside joke or whether I don't understand. But yeah, thank you so much for the $2, buddy. I don't understand it, but you know, I like it. Do you like corn, Simon?
Take it or leave it.
Okay, I don't know. Give Fensel some boom and some love in the chat. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for $2. Where do I need to just put the boom command over our? But now we kind of smashed our butts with this boom command, and that's gonna hurt. I did smash it too much earlier, you know. So an inside joke. Okay. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. I no clue. Okay. Yes. You know. I think that's obviously we can talk more about stuff like this and such, Simon, but I'm very interested in how it is to run a Facebook group for Golf Clash. How is that like?
Knackering sometimes.
Do you please elaborate?
At the end of the day, we have a great team who keep an eye on all the posts and comments. The group is designed to help people get better at the game or talk about the game, and you know, we have rules within the group on how you should conduct yourself. And you know, those rules aren't anything above how you should conduct yourself in life, I don't think. Unfortunately, some people get on the internet and think that they can say whatever they want to anybody, and there's no repercussions for it. Unfortunately, we have to keep an eye on all these posts for those types of comments, to keep on top of it, to keep a positive vibe to the group.
Yes. How many are you in the team, like admins and mods? 2,000. No, no.
I don't keep track. I would imagine there's There's about 5 of us admins and probably about 15, 15 mods, or something like that. 20-ish, probably, to
Yeah,
guess.
and that's like 30,000 people in the
Yeah,
league. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's 1,500 per person basically in the
Mo-
obviously.
Most members understand, and follow the rules, and they get it. Even if some of the rules are not ones that they particularly agree with, they understand that they are the group rule.
Hmm.
Um, there are other groups that people can say other things on. They're smaller groups, and it's easier to monitor, obviously, much smaller groups for these things going wrong.
Hmm.
When you've got, like you say, a 30,000 people group, we we can't afford that sort of flexibility and grey area as much, to see how it's going to work out. We make the decisions and we stick to the rules fairly rigidly, to be honest.
How is it like with decisions in a group? Obviously, again, we need to take into account, that there is a lot of people in the group. But when you make a decision, is it like do the mods have, obviously, I understand if you can't go into any details, but do the mod have, the free mind to make a decision, if I understand what I mean, or is it yeah.
When it comes to like removing posts and removing comments and things like that, yeah, absolutely. Um, they're all grown ups. They know what's right, they know what's wrong. When it comes from removing people from the group, it's a little bit different, but we take that decision a lot more seriously.
Mm.
So he's discussed a lot more, but out of order comments and posts, cheap posts, emoji spammer posts, all the rubbish that we've seen so many times.
What's
Uh,
your, like, if I may ask, what's your, if we talk you now, what's your least favorite type of post? Like, because I just to take a quick reference, on Monday stream, like when the tournament start, I get the question, why do you forfeit, Tommy? I
oh,
like a million times.
Tommy, it's
Yeah.
it's 8 o'clock. I will
Uh,
be back. Entertain the nation.
Okay, yes, I will. So, okay, just to explain what Simon's gonna do now is that he's going to go out with the rest of the UK and just clap because they are, on lockdown. Um, so the thing that's he's gonna do. So I'm gonna try to answer some people in chat, but I mean we knew this already. You have to just say Golf Clash Elite is the biggest Facebook group of Golf Clash, and you do a Facebook search just for Golf Clash Elite. And as mentioned in the beginning, I used to run that group for a fairly long time with most of the guys that are still in my team, or like most of my friends, and we left that. I don't know when it was. If maybe you, Brian, or Cherry, or Ian, or Brandon, or anyone maybe knows when we did that, but it was a long time ago now. But it was an interesting time. I do, even though we can always disagree and also obviously agree with decision making, but it's extremely difficult to run a group. Tomo, what are your thoughts on ghosts? Would you own one of if you have a farm? That's a freaking weird question. I will leave it with a yes, Fensel. We go. We takes. I take a yes on that one. I guess that's gonna be the same for you, right? Um, Ask Simon how many times he has banned me from Elite. Terry, I think I would have banned you more than Simon in the long run. So, nah. But again, when it comes to groups, like, doesn't matter if you have a 30k people group or you have like 1k group, 3k, 10k, doesn't really matter. It takes a lot of time, and obviously tough to do that, especially when you're not getting paid for the time that you're doing so as well. But Fensel, yeah. Yeah. Tommy? What's your favorite metal band? My favorite metal band is no band. I don't listen to metal. Sorry, but I think it's crap. I really do. I don't like. I used to like me. I'm a One Direction, a Westlife, Backstreet Boys guy. You know, give me a music like that, and I'm gonna go freaking wild on the dance floor. Tommy, do you have a link to become a member of the channel? Yes, Matthew. Uh, Go to the video description, take the link there, and then put it in your browser, and then it should be taken to the member place there. So, ABBA is crap. Brian, careful now, right? Wait, what do you mean we're not getting paid? Jeffrey, honestly, is that a question I should ask Simon then? He maybe pays you under the table a little bit. Do you last... I don't... I haven't listened to it. Tom, do you like sock puppets? Amelia would, not me. Oh, no, Ingrid, not even AC/DC. Oh, who do we have here?
Hello, Dexter.
Oh, such a cutie. Oh, oh my god. Oh, that's awesome. Cute.
Famous. Famous. We'll go find Mummy then. Go on then.
So that's good. Now you're back. Was everyone out clapping?
There was a lot, we could hear it. It was like from houses, sounded like some of them closer, some of them are quite a long way away, people clapping and cheering, yeah.
Interesting.
It's, I mean, those people at the NHS are risking every day, aren't they, for everybody else?
Yeah, NHS is like your...
It's the National Health Service, so
okay.
It's our free health service that we pay taxes for, but we don't need insurance or anything like that. We're sick, we get seen.
Yeah, okay.
Sick.
Yeah, okay. No, it's a nice thing. I get, again, I think we're gonna get there in Sweden. It hurts me saying so, but I think we are too naive. But screw that. We're not gonna try to talk about that, obviously. But obviously, it's warm-hearting to see all the amazing people working to take care of everyone. To be honest, so when it comes to just go into it again, like how much time, Simon? Because I was talking about that it takes a lot of time to run a group. Like what is the time that you and the mods and obviously the other admins as well are putting?
I've never calculated it, to be honest. I mean, a lot of it's done on your smartphone, so it's just when you've got a few minutes here and there, you check into the group, check into the chats. There's enough of us pretty much to always be somebody around looking at the group to see if there's anything that shouldn't be there that needs removing. But it's not just about seeing if posts need removing and comments need removing. It is about the mods and the admins are the ones that go out and help as well, answer these questions. People want help, as long as it's not rapier or embringer.
Yeah. Yeah, and we were talking about like what was your worst post? Like before you're gonna answer that, Orlando.
Sorry.
But before you're gonna answer that, Simon, Boomer Hire, thank you so much for the $2, buddy. Give Boomer some boom and some love in the chat. Thank you so much. Now, okay, what's your least favorite post, if I may ask?
Just in general, sort of call out posts. This person did this person emoji spam. I can't believe we still get emoji spam of posts, even though after all the time of asking PD to do it, they eventually give you the option to mute it, and people still moan about it.
Yeah.
That is probably the most annoying post, to be honest. All these pointless, just calling people out just for why. I don't understand it. I mean, some of them, and some of people go into some serious debt, and they put, well, not pages, but lines and lines and lines, and we look at it and it's like literally just been posted, and we delete it. It's taken them 5 minutes to put this post together, and it's up there for 5 seconds before we delete it.
Yeah.
I just encourage people to not waste the time we post like that. If you've got that amount of time, come up with a post that is helpful, or ask a question, or post something just to get conversation going on the game. That's a much better use of your time than so and so emoji spammed me.
So is there any way where, according to you, a call out post would be okay?
No,
Hmm? Interesting.
there's only one type of call out post, which is cheat posts,
Uh-huh.
which we don't allow. Only one place we have a thread. We have one thread for cheat posts. If people think that somebody's been cheating,
Hmm?
and I think we all know that 99% plus of the time it's a glitch. It's not a real cheat.
Hmm?
So we would normally try and educate people on that. The odd occasions when we did have that time where there was the game update and you could see the perfect shot hack going, we let those stand. They
Yeah.
were real cheats, and we left those up because people needed to know, and they needed to know what to do. They needed to know to report it to PD to get these people sorted. So stuff like that. Yes, then we're flexible,
Hmm.
but you know we know that the game glitches every now and then, and nearly all the time it's just a glitch in the game.
Interesting. Interesting. Fensel, thank you so much for another 2 bucks. A box 6 top spin is good, I guess. Thank you so much. Give Fensel some boom. That's a love in the chat. You're on fire today, buddy. Thank you so much for 2 bucks. You know, a last question I have about that, and hope you take it in the right way. Like when there is so many people, and obviously it takes a lot of time for you to go through everything. Don't you think that you guys sometimes are a little bit too sensitive in the way that you're removing stuff, and it would maybe save you more time to just let it be and let people actually give them a chance to have a discussion about it? Or am I just like
We have to try and treat everybody the same.
yeah.
And oh, you left his post up, and I said this. We try and be across the board the same. Sometimes we don't always get it right. Sometimes we remove things, and it's a couple of guys who know one another having a bit of a laugh. But there's 30,000 people on the group. How are we supposed to know who's friends with who?
No, that's true.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, we try and be consistent across the board, and yes, there are that my my way. I don't know how to put. There are ways of making a post that you could get your point across and get a discussion going without calling somebody out, without being abusive to people. So it's not about the types of posts and what they want to discuss. It's about how they go about raising the topic, I think, is the issue.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Like if you do get banned from the group or something, is there a way to get back? Like, is there, if so, contact an admin or a mod, or is it one strike and you're gone?
Yeah, some people have come back if they, you know.
Yeah, it's like in the end, it's your group.
If they make a good case, then and depending on why they went.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Like in the end, I don't run the group. I don't know what rules you guys have. I can just say that running, as I said when you were gone, running a group that you guys are doing with 30,000 people is harder than what people think, and that's
everybody that joins the group. When the new mods and such like come in, probably don't realise quite how in depth it is until they actually join the group, and it's not just a case of just having a look at our post every now and then. There are no specific time demands on anybody. Real life always comes first. That is a given. But still, if you want to be part of the admin mod team, there's an expectation of putting some time in.
Yeah.
to help run the group.
Interesting, interesting. And I was just need to say, like, for my mods, my team in the chat, what a hell of a job you're doing removing people that, well freaking done, guys, in the chat. Been some people trying to make a mess. Appreciate that big time. And I think we're gonna take, maybe trying to be tough and fair with my questions. And I think we're just gonna leave the group talk for a little bit, and we're gonna play the true or false. Yay! Everybody's applauding. Not. So yeah. Okay, so guys, in the chat, yeah, Simon, you can listen as well, obviously. We're gonna play the true or false, which means I'm gonna give you 5 statements, and you're going to say if it's true or it's false. And obviously that goes for Simon as well. And it's gonna be very interesting to see if gonna be interested to see if you can get all right. You need to get better than Hank did the last time, at least. He had one of 5, so we need to get you, Simon, on like at least 2. Two of
The bar, I can make it lower probably.
Yeah. Okay, so, and that goes for you guys in chat as well. I would like to you, when I read the statement, you say true or false. And, obviously we're going to wait until most of you have asked before we go to the next one. So, are you ready, Simon? Are you guys in chat ready? Can I get some yeses for that? Come on! True or false now. Yeah, we're going to play true or false. Are you ready? Are you freaking ready? Why is people saying true or... Okay, good. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one. Now, we are going to take the tournament divisions now. So, Simon, okay, and you guys in chat. Coming 4th in expert division gives you more clan points than coming 49th in master. True or false?
You want my answer?
Yeah, absolutely. I want your answer and the chat as well.
I think that's true.
Okay, so it's true that you get more clan points for coming 4th in expert than it is to come 49th in master.
Yeah, I think so.
I should have written this down. I need to check now. So we're gonna see. Okay. And that's false. Way! It's a difference of 20 clan points. So coming 49th in master gives you 2,340 clan points. Coming 4th in expert gives you 2,320. So yeah, okay. There was a lot of people saying true, but let's see again, a lot of you having false. So well freaking done. Yeah, preparation is everything, Tommy Graham. I totally agree. I should have definitely. So we put an X on that one, Simon. Not off to a good start. I love it. Okay, so we have the next one. The latest ball, the baseball ball, as I call it. The one with win 5, power 3, side swing 1. Absolutely beautiful ball in my opinion, because you use it a lot in master. So the question is following: over all of my accounts, and have in mind now, I have 9 accounts that I'm using in tournaments, but I'm only finishing, 4 or 5 maximum. Over all my account, I only bought the baseball ball on 1 account. True or false?
True.
True for Simon. What do you think in chat? Let me know. True or false? That's some false, true. I spend a lot of money on the game, obviously, and I love to see all the false, true to do. The chat going wild, right? Seeing, and it's actually a point to you, Simon. It's true. I only bought it on my main account, actually, because I do have, the 3-point ball and the Burns ball, stuff like that.
I was thinking the Burns ball came out not long ago.
Exactly.
I reckon you stocked up then.
Yeah, so okay, 1 out of 2. Nice. Okay. So only on 1 account, and obviously if someone would question that, I can prove it. But that's not really the point, I guess. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the clubs. We're gonna talk about the clubs, or like at least two clubs. Extra Mile level 9 and the Thor's Hammer level 8. So, statement number 3. Extra Mile level 9 has more power than Thor's Hammer level 8. True or false?
True.
True. Okay, so the Extra Mile, according to Simon, has more power of the Extra Mile on the Extra Mile level 9 than Thor's Hammer level 8.
Yeah, I've already got one of them, Tommy.
Okay. Yeah. And there's tons of players saying true. And it is true. The Extra Mile level 9 has 237 yards. And the Thor's Hammer has 235, even in level 8. Nice. So this is going better than I was expecting.
It's going better than I was expecting.
Okay. And I thought, and actually now we're gonna come to statement number 4, which is gonna be, in my book, was gonna be the easier one for you at least. So, okay. So everyone, statement number Buchanti, thank you so much for following stream on Twitch, buddy. Welcome. So, statement number 4. You get 1 free chest every 5 hours. True or false?
Paul.
What did you say? False?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you get 1 free chest every 5 hours. Let's see what chat says as well. It's like, we do have, yeah, okay, so it's,
If you're on T1, you know the answer to that, Tommy.
yeah, you know, we're gonna see. I need to wait until we get the first true, but it would honestly be no no one. Okay, so yeah, obviously it's false. So well done. That was supposed to be the easier one, you know. That's almost a little bit too easy, maybe. So it's 4 hours. Thank you, everyone. Well, breaking down. Okay. Last but not least, I think that everyone that was kind of watching my streams just after we released the winners of, you know, the true and false competition where we gave away some gift cards is gonna know the answer to this. Talking about my main account, Golf Clash, you know, the one that I spent too much money to count. Tommy have more than 18,000 balls in total on my main account. True or false?
Yeah, I'm going to say that's true.
Okay, what you're gonna say that's true? Why do you think that's true? 18,000 balls is a hell of a lot.
Yeah, but a lot of tournament balls. You probably don't. That account's probably not playing much more than tournaments now. You're still buying special balls. It's been like that for a long time.
Oh my god, we cannot tell Jennifer this, obviously. So, and yes, I do. That's correct. You're right. I have more than 18,000 balls. I have 18,100 approximately. In terms of balls, obviously now people are being fun with you know, you have 18,000 basic balls. So yeah. So according to, you know, if we count basic balls, I have 250 million balls. Okay, right? Nah. Right. David McGill, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, buddy. Welcome. Okay, so 4 out of 5. God damn it. Well done. Yeah, that's honestly, that's worth a boom, honestly, because that's gonna be hard. Okay, so a question here, Sam. This is in, ask him if they have plans on bringing out another 530 because they haven't offered one of those since like season 11, 12 need them badly. And Simon might be the wrong guy to ask about balls in the game, to be honest.
Slightly the wrong person for that one.
Yeah, so, you know, and obviously stuff like that, it's like, sure, I can ask, but I can ask through the same support as everyone else. So, in the end, we're gonna go for a few more questions just about the game before we're gonna do the 5 quickies in the end. So, Simon, you know, how you actually explained it earlier, like Golf Clash, like how did you get into that? Really did?
Literally, just I think me and we were going coming up to my birthday, or something like that. I got a week off, And I was just looking on my. I've downloaded like I never played golf. I don't really play golf, but I've played golf games, and I quite enjoyed doing them. So I don't think I had one on my phone at the time. So I might it might have been the second or third one I downloaded. There's loads out there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that one. Try another word. Oh, this is all right. This is all right. Yeah, I like this. And I just got into it from that. And then, joining Elite and finding, things like accuracy changes ring size and the ring method and all that crazy stuff. We didn't even know about elevation back then, Tommy.
No, oh my God, that was like,
Max,
oh,
min, all that stuff.
like when that chart, when George Daniel Reese made that first little chart in Elite, and I was like, yeah, okay, this is not gonna take off. so yeah, no, oh my God, the game has come such a long way. Like back then, as I used to say, I won my first silver in expert. It was in the first tournament with -19.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to the weekend round, almost not even qualifying round, maybe a bit too, but some tournaments like -19 is what you're getting on 9 holes, so
Yeah.
just so
I,
weird.
I think the interesting thing is, to be honest, is with the ring system and the maths behind it. And I've had these conversations with other people.
Huh?
Would people still be playing as much as they are now if there wasn't that element of maths and you can do it absolutely accurately because there is maths behind it? If you do it right, it's going to drop. And if it misses, you didn't do it right. There's the level of guesswork in other games is just like, oh yeah, I missed it. You sort of know that if you get it right, it should work, because there is the maths behind it. And I don't think the game would still be going or be as popular as it is now without that knowledge that we all have about the rings and accuracy and how to compensate for it all. I just don't think it would be as popular.
Let put that out to chat as well. What do you think, like, about what Simon just said? I think you have a very valid point into that. I think there's obviously two sides with it. There's one side, I think there is too much tools, there is too much help, as it should be more completely 100% totally by feel, almost that they want the people to take away the rings in total. And there is the other side, obviously, that think it is a little bit like I try to explain, like a puzzle, that you're trying to find the adjustment, you build the adjustment to suit the wind and all the other factors to get there. So again, question to the chat: do you think the game would be funnier with like not having to, not knowing elevation and stuff like that? So let us know what you think. That was interesting. I didn't really think about that at all. And GC Matt, thank you so much for becoming a member, buddy. Now you can use the emojis. Use them. So okay, interesting. Like, what is it that you enjoy most about the game? Are you grinding a lot? Are you playing all the tournaments? Or
I don't grind. I play tournaments.
huh? So is it tournaments that is your thing then? I guess.
Yeah. I sort of, yeah, the grinding, the grinding. I mean, at some point I might go back to it,
Huh?
playing T11 and stuff. But the second time I'm maxing T11 and going, oh, I'll just build that account up a little bit before I go into 12 and then losing half your money on T11 again. So it disheartens me a little bit. But yeah, one day I'll give it another go at maxing T11 again and maybe stepping into T12. Maybe when T13 comes out,
Yeah.
it's a safer. But
Uh,
I'm certainly not one of those that I wouldn't step into T12
uh,
unless all the other tours are maxed. Never done that. I have to have all the lower tours maxed before I will step into a higher tour. I know some people jump up and down and
yeah.
move about and drop back down and grind and all that. it's not the way I've ever done it.
Nah, I'm the
I mean,
same. I'm the same.
getting 5170 when 5170 was max
Mm.
was, you know, and I did that in, yeah, I know it's not great for some, but I did that in under 3,000 games. So I was very, very happy with that. But these days, yeah, I'm playing tournaments. I'm not getting the positions I used to get in tournaments. That's, um, you know, I got a few banners, and top tens were, yeah, relatively achievable. And if I didn't get a top 10, certainly should be getting a top 25,
Yeah.
and be a little bit upset with that. Now, if I'm getting get a top 10, I'm ecstatic, and a top 25 will do.
And I like the fact that Pedro is confirming that as being in the same clan as you, he can attest to you are not grinding. So that's good.
Oh,
Thank you, Pedro, for that. It's
yeah.
but like clan wise, Simon, are you is it Rough Bump that is like the Golf Clash Elite clan, or is Rough Bump separated from Golf Clash Elite? If you understand the question.
It's a totally separate thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have, there's some are in Rough Bump, but we've got plenty that are in other clans. We've certainly got a few Wolfpack in the mods and such like. So there's Elite has nothing to do with clans.
Okay.
Never had.
The question is, have you guys asked Jimmy for permission to have the Wolfpack guys in Rough Bump?
I don't have anything to do with the clan.
Okay, good. Okay, I think someone will probably get that. I'm just trying to be a funny dude. Last question. I saw a couple of people in the chat asking about that already. It's like, what if you would improve something with the game, Simon? Like, what would be your ideas? If you would be having, okay, this is what we're gonna do. What would you like to do with the game?
I'd like the tournament format in a way changing. The 3 days qualifying, 2 days opening round, and the weekend round. I don't think it gives people flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
You've got 3 days at the beginning, but then you've got 2 days. If people work, they've got shifts, they've got other things to do. The opening round can be difficult. The weekend round can be difficult. I'd like to see more flexibility in when you can play those rounds.
Okay.
Just so it can fit around people's lives. Golf Clash is great, but it's finger golf. Real life comes first.
Yeah.
And I know there are people that have something's happened at work or whatever, and I can't play the weekend round. Once you've qualified, why can't you do your opening round? Once you've done your opening round, why can't you play your final round? And another thing that I've seen somewhere else actually recently was they actually just give you multiple chances to play the holes. So you play your 18 holes, and just for sake of argument, you get minus 30.
Yeah.
You go, do I want to keep that minus 30, or do I think I can do better? All right, I think I can do better. Right, I'm going to try again.
Okay, so like a do-over, basically.
Yeah, and that would actually stop people doing all the forfeits on qualifying, because it wouldn't matter. You could actually just play, and if you had a great round, you had a great round, and you can keep it.
Wouldn't that be exploitable, or whatever that word is called, like per se looking at opening round and weekend round, that people that have already multiple accounts, like I take myself for an example, like going into the opening round, I normally mess around my first account getting a little bit lower score because I try some stuff out that I didn't get to do in qualifying round, and then I go more for real on the other account, so I often have a little lower score on my first account. If that would be the possibility, then I would obviously play my first account again. Once I play the other account, then that would pump up the scores even more in tournaments and be lower. or do you think that should be the thing that you said should be restricted for like the qualifier? Or
Why even have a qualifying and an opening? Just have 100 people chucked in, play your best,
okay,
and
so
cancel the go if you want.
so basically scrap the general tournament format and then just have one day from like
What I don't. There are obviously people who don't. I mean, if you said over the 3 days, I think
yeah
that calculates as like 80% of people theoretically can get to opening round,
yeah
and then obviously only half of those get to the weekend round.
yeah
So you're looking at sort of 40% of players.
uh,
So there are some people who like playing, who want to play, who can't get to play the weekend. It just, people who aren't as good as other people are almost punished by not being able to play those rounds. Well, let them play as many rounds as everybody else. If they're not as good, they will come lower down the rankings, but at least they get to play.
don't you think that it would be the game maker's responsibility to maybe find a different or an alternative game mode in the tournament? Like I'm just thinking at the fact that
Maybe.
the tournament we're having is basically set in stone. It's a money maker for Playdemic. It's where people spend a lot of money on balls and stuff. Like, and then obviously we have tour play. There is a massive gap in the between. So wouldn't there be maybe a fit for something else in between? So those people that are not qualified for the weekend round.
That might work as well. It's just like, I know there's people that just don't that want to play. They want to play that weekend round, and they don't get that opportunity. And repeatedly, not getting to the weekend round must put a lot of people off. I think maybe for the people in groups, the Facebook groups for the game, we did a look at that sort of thing, and most members get to the weekend most of the time.
Yeah.
But we have some of the best people in the game. Certainly, people who have got enough interest in the game to join a Facebook group and learn and get better. But you look at some of the people that you're playing. You look at the number of didn't get to the weekend round banners that they've got, and you're like, man, you've got like 15,000 games and you're hardly hitting the weekend. How are you even still bothering to play?
Yeah, I see your point with the fact that those players that are not getting to the weekend round, obviously a lot of those not going to weekend round has been spending a lot of times getting to the opening round. They maybe miss the weekend round and they cannot play. I think it's interesting the thing that you said there, Liz. What about the consolation bracket for less clan points? I kind of like that would be an interesting thing, that those people not getting to the weekend, like you need to get from the qualifying round at least, but then those not getting to the weekend round, the rest half is playing on like the bottom half, if it makes sense.
Yeah. Well,
interesting.
Top half get a full-on weekend round, bottom half get to play.
Yeah.
But they'd have to change the clan points
obviously
on how it all works. But that's fair enough. At the end of the day,
yeah,
it's entertainment.
Yeah.
It's something that we do. It's just a game, and if people want to play it, definitely some way of letting them carry on playing the tournament, I think would be a great idea, and I think a lot of people would appreciate that format.
Yeah, interesting. I like to see the chat as well, and obviously very interesting to read up about that in the end. But I think we're gonna end it up there, Simon, and do the 5 quickies. We're gonna give you some options, and be very careful what you choose on the final one. I'm just telling you that already.
Okay.
So interesting, everyone in chat to hear as well. And we're gonna do the 5 quickies. 5 quickies is where I give Simon 2 options. So I'm gonna give him 2 options, like blue or green, and he's going to choose quickly. You're not gonna have to think about it. Like you get like maximum 5 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, 5 seconds. So that's yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start easy, and we're gonna start with sport. So so we're gonna start with golf or football.
Football.
Okay, so just to make that clear, football is the thing that is, the real football. For those of you from America, the thing that you do, you kick with your feet, like more clear. You're not running around with the ball in your arms and get sweaty and stuff. So just so you know, the other one is
not hand egg.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Say that. Nice. Okay, good. So football there. Okay, that was pretty clear. Okay, next one, pasta or pizza.
Pizza.
That's then you haven't been hamstring that much for pasta, right? Now for
And it's only a pizza if it has pepperoni on it.
pepperoni. That's some sort of sausage, right?
Yeah, I've seen your pizzas, Tommy. They look great, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell everyone my favorite pizza. Okay, and this is the best pizza. I know everyone's gonna love it, and I do have obviously the tomato sauce. Then we have the cheese. We have ham. We have lettuce or salad or whatever it's called in English.
Yeah, that's when it goes wrong.
Yeah, lettuce. We do have that. Then we do have cucumbers, and then we do have French fries on that as well. And then then you go wild. You dance and go wild because you love it so much. So
Not a pizza in a million years, man.
absolutely love it. Okay, so real quick before we go to the next one, Station 1964 and Niche Bob, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Tom Harper, thank you so much for the $5, bro. Thank you so much. Give Tom some boom and some love in the chat. I think I'm a bit early. Now it came on the game screen. Thank you so much, Tom, for that. Boom. Okay. Nice. Okay, I see everyone loves my type of pizza, so we see that as a winner. Nice. Okay. Kingmaker or Berserker?
Kingmaker.
Yeah. Is it because you grind so much? Just because?
No, it's just Berserker's situational.
Okay, that's true.
Kingmaker is a great all-round ball.
True, honestly, I would be surprised. I'm surprised. You choose whatever you.
And then you got to think all the master players complained that they got berserkers.
Yeah.
Wanted some kingmakers thrown in. So.
Oh my God! Yeah.
That says everything, doesn't it? Really.
Oh, I remember those times. You stock up with berserkers and you spend a bunch of kingmakers. But now, so I would gladly get rid of some of the 500 pack kingmaker berserkers that I do have now. So okay, so next one, beard or hair on your head?
Beard.
I thought that was a little funny because I don't know why, but I know why.
I don't think I can even remember having hair on my head, Tommy. It's been that long.
Really? Like, did you shave it off, or was it like?
It was thinning, and it went a little line up the front there. Went first, and I went to the hairdresser to have my hair cut. And I said, one day I'm gonna have it cut short because it's thinning. She went, want to do it today? I went, all right. So she did it, and from then on I bought clippers and cut it shorter and shorter. And then in my old job, I had to go to America for 2 weeks, and I took the clippers, and it's a different voltage, and all the clippers did was went and didn't cut anything. So I came back with hair far too long. A few weeks later, I was going to the Dominican Republic on holiday, same voltage. So I got the razor blade on it, and I've razor bladed my head for the last 18 years.
Interesting. Okay, so like I've said to Jennifer that I would love to do that sometime, and she said that she would slap my face. So I don't know if that was a go ahead, or I don't know. What do you think in chat? Should I just go ahead?
I certainly don't have much choice these days. It's there's not that much left.
No, obviously not. Like it's in the end, it's not a weird thing at all.
Well,
obviously.
I mean, the thing it took the piss. Bald or grey, I would have taken, and I would have quite happily gone for the bald and the dark beard. I got the bald and grey. I got the double bubble, unfortunately. But there you go.
Okay, yes. Okay, so the final one, very important again. So if you could choose, if you get nude, like a complete nude from me, Tommy, or Pedro, who would you choose?
A nude from you or Pedro?
Five, four,
I'm
three,
going to Pedro because
two.
I can ignore everything from the head
No,
down, stare into
yeah.
Pedro's eyes.
Bye. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm intrigued about Pedro as well. I don't know why. It's just something that, yeah, it's just, yes, it's just something. Okay, we're just gonna leave it with that. So, so in the end, everyone, I hope you had a blast. I like the discussion. Going on in chat. I enjoyed the time with you, Simon.
Thank you very much.
I hope you had a good time, or how
Yeah,
does it feel now afterwards?
it was fun. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Glad to have you here. So in the end, you can find Golf Clash Elite on Facebook. You just do a regular search, and then you will find the group. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we have the rookie playthrough coming out in a couple of minutes here on the channel. So stick over there, check out the holes that we're gonna play in the tournament. Once again, thank you, Simon, and good luck with the group.
Cheers, mate.
Awesome.
Take care. Bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye.